The Westview School educates children with autism ages 2 through 15. Our program is balanced between academic and social emotional and provides exactly what our students need to prepare them for the world beyond school.
Before the Westview School, I would say that life for us was uncertain. We noticed, I think, that Margaret was different. There were some quirks, and you always think your kid is just a little bit special or a little bit unique. She wasn't engaging with other kids, and she wasn't showing a lot of interest in learning and engaging with her teachers. And we started to worry, that would she be able to read? Would she make friends? And then when we, finally got that autism diagnosis, I think it was kind of a scary time. And we weren't sure what her future would hold. And it was really scary.
Willie started showing differences in his developmental milestones around 24 months. And it was about two and a half that we got him into speech. His church school was very difficult. Drop-offs were difficult. And even at such a young age, at the 2-3 group, little boys, when I came to drop Willie off, would say, he's bad. He's a bad kid. And he's not. He's incredibly sweet. He was just misunderstood.
For a number of our families, they struggle to find a place where their child is going to be nurtured and supported in a way that they need. Westview is that for our families.
We first learned about the Westview School through Margaret's neuropsychologist. She recommended a few places to us, and we toured all of them in the Houston area.
We hadn't seen a place where I felt like Margaret would fit. And when we walked through the doors of the Westview School, just the warmth and the energy and the joy that I felt from everyone walking around, from the kids to the staff.
One of his therapists suggested checking out the Westview School. We came in and we immediately felt understood. This was just clearly the right spot for someone like Willie.
The Westview School believes that when children are educated in a nurturing and supportive environment, they learn, grow, develop a strong sense of self, and an appreciation for others.
So I'm a teacher at the Westview School, but I'm also a former parent of a student at the Westview School. And so my experience is that when students are allowed to be themselves and students are provided a place where they are nurtured and that their differences and their struggles are met and they're not a surprise and they're part of the regular day, then that student can feel comfortable and feel safe and grow and learn and become the person that they're meant to be.
He's got a community here that just understands him, and I think that has developed an internal confidence that nothing can take away from him. He knows for a fact, I do belong, I am cool, so what other people say, it bounces off of him, and I think Westview is a huge, huge part of that.
When someone asks me about the Westview School, I talk about, I think they call it the loving push, where they embrace Margaret, they celebrate who she is on her good days and even on her bad days, and they continue to push her in that loving way towards being the amazing young woman that she's turning into.
You see it in action here. If you spend enough time here, you'll see a student come in perhaps in one level, and over the course of a few years just see them completely blossom into just amazing young people. A lot of our kids just need a little extra patience and understanding in order to thrive, and that space and consideration that they need doesn't exist in a lot of typical learning environments.
I've been the art teacher this will be my 5th year. The most rewarding thing about my job and what I get to do is seeing growth over like a long span of time. And it's so cool that I get to see them not only grow as artists and in their experiences, but just as people. And I can foresee where they're going to be in 5, 6, 7 years. Who are they going to be? Some kids come in and they don't have a lot of language, or They don't like to get their hands dirty, and then I get to see them progress every single year and become better and become more open-minded and more accepting to just the world around them. It's the coolest thing about my job.
The most rewarding part of my job is for sure the kids. I love working with them every day, how special they are as people, and what I learn from them and their vast interests. Westview kids are the best. They really are.
By supporting the Westview School, you're ensuring that every child has access to the kind of educational program that they need. Jane Stewart believes strongly that every child should have this opportunity.
To me, the Westview School is a place where you're going to really get some value for your donation. What we have here is so unique to Houston and to the state and really to the country. And it certainly is a place where you can see real, tangible results. You can see children grow and learn and come out of their shell. You can see people achieve things academically and socially and physically even within the few years that they're here at school. So if you want your money to go somewhere where you can really actually come and see the effects of it almost immediately, then Westview's the best place. It's just one of those places where change is happening all the time, and you can really see how your time and your money makes a huge difference in kids' lives and families' lives.
Being at the Westview School has been life-changing for our family. It has created a potential in Willie that I didn't really see years ago. And donating to this school will give another family this opportunity for a kid to improve and to really be their best self, be in an environment where they are understood. It's one thing to be liked, but it is so profound to be understood. They're not bad. They're not misbehaved. They're misunderstood. And when they're nurtured properly, they thrive. And so it's just so important to give other families that opportunity that don't have that, because it can change their life. It can change their future. So
Westview changes lives. Gavin and I look at each other and I think wonder every day where we would be if we hadn't found Westview. To find a place where your child can go every day and know that they are safe and that they are loved and that they are capable of achieving their wildest dreams, that's the kind of thing that changes lives, and not just the life of a child, but the life of that whole family. And to be able to give that opportunity to even one kid, that's something worth your time and your money.